Hello, welcome to all. Today we see the MySQL chapter. Before I start this lesson, last week I give you Q1 for assignment. Some students have not yet completed. Please complete it and send it immediately. Okay, now we go through the lesson. It is an important lesson to you. Chapter 3 in your book Introduction to Database Management System. Already we see two parts. Now we learn the part 3 in your English medium book, page number 76 to 81. Go through it. It's a practical session. In our practical session you learn SQL. Simply we call it as MySQL. SQL means structured query language, is a standard language using for accessing and manipulating database. In our example we learn MySQL, very simple one. They ask one question to you, it's a 2 mark question. Explain MySQL. This is the answer to you. Okay, before I start my session, some of the students in our last session in Google Meet, they asked which book we purchase. It's a note to you. Government of Tamil Nadu, last year they give first edition as book as 2019. Now in this year revised edition 2020 published under new syllabus can be given. So the new book you purchase, new book revised, you find revised edition 2020, it is useful to you, it's a information to you. Okay, totally I teach this lesson based upon the computer science students lesson. It's a very simple one. The same process can be given in your book. You see, if you refer in your book page number, once again I repeat, chapter 3 Introduction to Database Management System. If you refer page number 76 to 81, the following topic are given. It is very simply elaborated in computer science book also. So it's a simple process. I take this chapter based upon the computer science, no problem, just you learn it. Okay, what is structured query language? In this lesson the learning object are the process of skill SQL, component of SQL, create table, apply various manipulation, inserting, updating, deleting records in a table, various constraint, query, modify structure, delete command. Based upon your 5th lab we learn SQL in this topic. Okay, what is SQL? It's a 3 mark question to you. There are many versions of SQL. SQL means structured query language. The original version was developed at IBM. IBM means International Business Machine Research Center, and originally called as SQL in early 1970. The first name, the SQL first name is in 1970 they called it SQL. Later the language was changed to SQL. In 1986, ANSI means American Standard National Institute, is an American company, based upon software, published an SQL standard that was updated again in 1922, and the latest SQL was released in 2008 and named as SQL 2008. Now we learned SQL 2000. Another name is Introduction of SQL or history of SQL. It's a 3 mark question to you. Just you read the topic properly. Okay. Then for the practical purpose, here we apply MySQL software. But if you see in your book, for computer application students especially, they deal with the XAMPP software. The XAMPP software is given in your book. Alternatively, the another one is WAMP. We follow the WAMP. WAMP is the MySQL software. In your book you see the practical session in the chapter number in fifth practice lesson, fifth practical, you do MySQL. So the MySQL in your book they deal with the exam software. Instead of exam software we apply WAMP. What is WAMP? WAMP means Windows, Apache, MySQL and PHP. You learn in the next chapter PHP. This software is essential for the two purpose, MySQL and PHP. So we apply WAMP. So once again, WAMP stand for Windows, Apache, MySQL and PMP. The first word WAMP, W, Apache A, MySQL M and P for PHP. So the word will be WAMP, WAMP. So important to you. Based upon this software you learn PHP also, PHP and MySQL in your lab session. Okay. WAMP is a variation of LAMP for Windows system and it is installed as a software bundle. Apache, the company name, MySQL and PHP. So only one platform for Apache company. MySQL and PHP platform can be given in one WAMP. So it is often used for web development and internal testing but may also be used to serve like website. The development of website program can be developed in the WAMP. So it is an important to you. Okay. Then in the SQL, commands are divided into 5 categories. They are DML. DML means data manipulation language. DTL means data definition language. DCL means data control language. TCL means transaction control language. And last one, DQL means data query language. In this lesson, some of the SQL commands we learn. The SQL commands can be classified in the 5 categories. What are they? DML, DTL, DCL, TCL and DQL. Okay. Now, the role of SQL in RDBMS. In the previous lesson, we learned RDBMS. In the previous session, we learned RDBMS. What is RDBMS? RDBMS means relational or remote database management system. We say CRUD. The CRUD means in the database command, it's an important one. CRUD means C for create, R for read, U for update, D for delete. All the process can be given in a table. A table is in a practical session we learn elaborately. A table, already you see the last session. What is table? A table is a collection of related data entities and it consists of the row and column. For example, if you see the timetable or mark table, it contains row and column. Okay. We learn in the last session also. Okay, then what is the processing skill of the SQL? In the processing skill of the SQL, we learn some of the commands, SQL commands. If you create the database, some of the database commands can be you learn. Here, normally 25 commands you learn in this topic. First command is how to create a table. If you create a table, the create command. The create command is used to create table in the one database can be created with the help of the create command. And then suppose if you alter the structure, you apply alter. Alter the structure of the database, the correction can be, we simply say alter. The alter command can be used drop. If you delete the table, you apply the drop. Delete the table from database, you apply drop. Truncate. Remove all records from a table and release the space occupied by this record. Truncate means remove the records. Very simple. If in the practical session in our lab, we apply all this. Create means to create table, alter the structure, drop, delete table, truncate, remove all records. Okay. Then DML. What is DML? DML means data manipulation language. In the data manipulation language, we learn three commands. Insert. Insert means insert the data into the table. Update. Update means update the existing data within the table. Delete. Delete all records from the table but not the space occupied by them. First insert means suppose if we have 4 rows, just insert one record as a fifth row. We simply insert. It's a command. Update. Update means existing data within the table. Update means, for example, if you go through the 4 subject only. Now you update the fifth topic. We give the update command. Delete means you already know delete the records. It's a DML command. Insert, update, and delete. It's a 3 more question to you. And then data control language is a command. Data control language, we have the 2 command. First one, grant. Grant permission to one or more user to perform the specific tasks. Specific tasks can be performed with the help of the grant command. Then revoke. Withdrawal the access permission given by the grant statement. Withdraw. The withdraw can be data, can be withdraw with the help of the revoke command. Just you learn the command only, grant and revoke. It's a 2 more question to you. And then TCL. TCL means transactional control language. In the transactional control language, we learned the 3 commands. First one, commit, rollback, save point. Commit means save any transaction into the database permanently. If you save the record, you apply the commit command. Rollback means restore the database to the last commit state. If you correction can be given, the correction can be stored with the help of the rollback command. Save point, temporary save a transaction so that you can roll back. If temporary you save the database, you apply the save point. Don't worry, it should be we learned in the practical session. Commit, rollback, and then save point. Okay, then what is DQL? So 2 more question to you. DQL means data query language. The data query language consists of the command using to query or retrieve data from a database. One such SQL command, structured query language command in DQL language is select. You see the record with the help of the select. Select, it displays the record from the table. In the practical session, we learn all the command properly. DQL. Okay. The next one, how to create a database. Some of the commands in this session, some of the commands we learn. First command is how to create the database. For example, if you create the database as student, a student is a database name here. In the students, the record will be your name, examination number, 6th subject mark. So if you create a new database, first to create a new database, you apply create database, your database name. Your database name is here in our example STUD. Okay. So if you use the command to work with the database, the following command can be applied. Use database. For example, first of all, you create a database. If you then first you create the database, your create database will be create database command. Your database name will be STUD. It means student simply STUD. Use this. So you apply use the database. Okay. Then important DTL command. What is DTL? DTL means what? DTL commands. DTL means, so you go through the DML. Okay, DTL. DTL means data definition language. Some of the data definition language we simply say as DTL command. Here we learn one by one. If you apply the database table, in SQL, you learn the 17 command properly. Based upon the 17 command, you do the lab session in your book. Fifth topic, fifth practical session can be applied with the purpose with this DTL command. You learn one by one: create, insert, delete, update, alter, truncate, drop table, select, distinct, all, between, not between, in, order by, where, group by, having. In this next topic, I just refer the table, sorry, the DTL command only. Examples I should not be given. The examples session will be in your lab. Just you go through the theory only. Okay. First, how to create a table. So, 2 more question. Creating. How to create table command. You create a table by using the create table command. The create table command, the syntax is create your table name. When the table is created, its columns are named, data type and size are to be specified. Each table must have at least one column. The syntax of the create table is, if you create a table, first command you apply means, first before you create a command, you first apply the database can be created. Based upon the database, for example, first command is create database. In our example, the database, create database means student. Based upon the students, you create the table, create table. The table contain column name, data type, size. For example, if you create your name, so the column name will be student name, data type as integer, size 20, like this. So I give the example later. It's a create table command. You apply the create table command, and then if you insert record, insert command. So the insert command helped to add a new data into the database or add a new record to the table. The command is insert into table name. Table name can be given column. Let's just I give the syntax only. Just you go through it. Insert command. You insert the record with the help of the insert command. It is the 2 more question. They explain. They ask what is insert command. Define. This is the answer to you. Okay. The next one, delete. Delete means what? Some of the records can be deleted with the help of the delete command. The delete command permanently remove one or more records from the table. If you prepare the table, for example, in our class we have the 72 students. Suppose one student can be left. So the record can be removed with the help of the delete command. It removes the entire row, not individual field of the row. So no field argument is needed. So the delete command is used as follows. Syntax, delete command syntax is delete from table name where condition. This is the delete command. And then update. The update means, what is update? Suppose if you do one table, here your public examination can be inserted, it should be updated like this. So the update command update some or all data value in the database. It can update one or more record in the table. The update command specify the row to be changed using the where class and the new database, new data using the set keyword. So the command is, if you update, the following insertion can be followed: update, table name, set, column name, value, column name, value, where condition. If you apply the update command, just you go through the theory elaborately, you will learn in the lab session. Okay, so 3 more question to you. They ask what is explain update command. This is the answer to you. Okay, then truncate. Truncate means simply delete. If you, the truncate command is used to delete all the rows in the table, the structure remain and the space is freed from the table. The truncate command is truncate table name. If you remove the row, we applied the command in SQL In SQL, we apply the truncate command and then drop table. Drop. The drop command is used to remove an object from the database. If you drop a table, all the rows in the table is deleted and the table structure is removed from the database. Once the table is dropped, we cannot be get. Suppose if you delete the table, we apply the drop table name. It means all the data, all the database can be stored. It's a simply recycle. If you learn in Windows XP, recycle bin. If you delete a file, it should be in recycle bin. The same process can be in say in MySQL drop table. If we give the drop table name is the file name, it automatically delete or remove the database properly. Okay. Then select. If you create a table, it's an important command. Select command. The select means you view the database. The select command is used to a query or retrieve data from the table in the database. This is the syntax. Select column list from table. For example, I prepare the table for name list. Just I see the name list. My table contain the row and column like this. Your name, 6 subject mark. Just I see the computer application mark only. Now I select the column list. Column list I say as mark 6 from table name student. If you give the command, it display the selected the list only, and then distinct keyword. The distinct keyword is used along with the select command to eliminate a duplicate row in the table. If you apply the duplicate row in the table, for example, if you repeat the name once again in the table, it should be removed, truncated with the help of the distinct command. Is the 2 mark question to you. 2 mark question, very simple. What is select command, or explain select command? It's another 2 mark question. Explain distinct keyword. Okay. The next one, all keyword. The all keyword retain duplicate row. It will display every row of the table without considering duplicate entry. The duplicate entry can be retained with the help of the all keyword. Between. The between keyword, the between keyword define a range of value the record must fall into make the condition true. The range may include an uppercase and lowercase value between with the critical must fall into. For example, very simple, between means just I find the mark who is get from the mark 50 to 60. So I give the command between, apply the between. It apply the in between 50 to 60 who score the mark can be displayed. Not between, it's an opposite to you, between, not between. The between keyword define the range of the value the record must fall into make the condition true. It is, if the condition is, for example, I apply once again. I see the mark 52 students who is getting the 50 to 60. I give the condition. It should be in between command. Not between means it is not eligible. So the range may include an upper k value and lower value between with the criteria must fall into. Not between, I give the not between 50 to 60. It means it should be opposite to the between command. Okay. Then in keyword. The in keyword must be used to specify the list of values which must be matched with the record value. In other words, it is used to compare and a column with more than one value. It is similar to the OR condition. In keyword means you see in, it should be in. If you see the record in, it be specified with the in keyword. Ordered by, very simple. Ordered by means if you take attendance in your class, you say the attendance one by one in properly in ascending order. So it should be here in ordered by class. The ordered by class in SQL is used to sort the data in either ascending or descending based on one or more column. Ascending means very simple. If you our class teacher take attendance, you give the attendance one by one in ascending order. Name in ascending order. Descending order means if you your mark, the rank should be in descending order. First mark, first total mark in first order, for example 600 out of 600 first rank, 599 second rank, it should be in descending order. By default, ordered by sort the data in ascending order. Normally default, if you apply the default command, the order by is be in ascending order. The order by syntax is select column name comma column name from table name ordered by column 1 column 2. If you set ascending, you simply ASC. If you set descending, you simply say as DESC. Anyone. Ascending order you specify ASC only. Descending order you get a DESC only. Properly we see the example in our practical session. Note that the order by class does not affect the original data. It does not affect the original data. If you give the specify the condition, so order by, for example, your table contain all the items. For example, your examination number, your name, 6th digit mark. Just you specify the order command, order by in the name only. It sort out the name in alphabetical order. That's all. Okay. Then where. The where class is used to filter the records. It helps to extract only where. Suppose I find the name, I find the number only. For example, 120105. Sorry, 12D105. I specify the condition where. So the where class is used to filter the records. All the records. It means 72 students mark can be appear. Now I search only, I give the condition where. So where I find the mark, where a computer application like this. So the computer application mark should be finded. And then group by. The group by class is used with the select statement to group the student on row or column having identical value or divide the table into the group. As I separate the group. For example, I classify the mark like this. First range as 80 to 90, first range, 70 to 80, second range, 60 to 50, third range, like this. I specify the command as group by. So the syntax is select column name from table name, group by, column name, having condition. Okay. Then having. What is having? The having class can be used along with the group by class in the select statement to place condition on group and can include aggregate function on them. Is a having class option. Okay. The based upon this, you see the command, the important DTL command. 17 DTL command can be explained properly. Based upon the 17 command, create, insert, delete, update, alter, truncate, drop, select, distant, all, between, not between, in, order by, where, group by, having. You do the lab session as 5th lab for computer application students. In your book, you see the 5th exercise, MySQL usage of command in database. In practical question, you learn this: create, alter, drop, select, insert, update, delete. For this purpose, the MySQL topic can be given elaborately. Okay, evaluation can be given later. Once again, I repeat. Today, Google Meet class we have. Before this, you complete the, I already give time for first assignment Q1 for first lesson. Just you complete. Some of the students say, sir, I does not have the Google Classroom, or how to I go to Google Classroom. Some of the question can be query in my message. Don't worry, just you go through, just You write the lesson in A4. I give one question for Q1. Just you write the question answer with A4 paper, and then just scan the image or scan the image in your mobile and send it to my WhatsApp number. Okay. Thank you.